If you haven't seen some of these iconic war dramas yet, it's time to enlist them in your watch list.
I'm putting together a special team. We're gonna be doing one thing and one thing only. Killing Nazis. Sound good? Yes, sir!
An occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge. In 1862, during the American Civil War, a Southern civilian is about to be hanged for attempting to sabotage a railway bridge. When the execution takes place from the bridge, the rope breaks, and he begins his escape toward home. Overlord. Quiet Tom leaves home and enters the world of war in the British Army with its anxious days of marching and training and waiting only to meet his quick and violent death on the beaches at Normandy.
You'll be back, and there'll be time.
Dunkirk. Dunkirk is an epic historical war thriller film, written and directed by Christopher Nolan, that depicts the Dunkirk evacuation of World War II from the perspectives of the land, sea, and air.
Where are we going? Dunkirk. I'm not going back. There's no hiding from this sun.
The Big Red One. Having previously fought in World War I, an unnamed sergeant now leads soldiers of the U.S. 1st Infantry Division through World War II. The soldiers adapt to the hardships of war as they see conflict in North Africa and Sicily, take part in the D-Day landings, and liberate a Nazi concentration camp.
You'll live, Smitty. You're the tripwire of a mine. They're not designed to kill you, just to castrate you.
Castrate me?
Hey, here it is. I found it.
Oh my God!
Just one of your balls, Smitty.
Paths of Glory. During World War I, the French soldiers refused to go in for a suicidal attack. Later, Colonel Dax stands up in their favor and defends them against the charge of timidity in a court.
I apologize, sir, for not telling you sooner that you're a degenerate, sadistic old man. And you can go to hell before I apologize to you now or ever again.
Judgment at Nuremberg. Judgment at Nuremberg is not a war movie per se. It's an epic legal drama film that depicts a fictionalized version of the judge's trial of 1947, one of the 12 Nuremberg military tribunals conducted under the auspices of the U.S. military in the aftermath of World War II.
It is easy to condemn the German people, to speak of the basic flaw in the German character that allowed Hitler to rise to power, but at the same time, comfortably ignore the basic flaw of character that made the Russians sign pacts with him, Winston Churchill praise him, American death threats profit by him.
Stalag 17. After 2 Americans are killed while escaping from a German prisoners of war camp in World War II, the barracks black marketeer J.J. Sefton is suspected of being an informer.
Just one more word. If I ever run into any of you bums on a street corner, just let's pretend we never met before.
The Battle of Algiers. Colonel Philippe is tasked with suppressing the uprising against the government in French Algeria. Soon, he finds that a petty criminal, Ali Lapointe, is recruited to fight against the colonizers.
Allez, fous-moi le camp.
The best years of our lives. Fred, Homer, and Al, 3 World War II veterans, return home and dream of spending the rest of their lives with their families. However, they soon realize that the war has changed their lives forever.
You'll probably have to make a speech.
It's my plan to meet that situation by getting well plastered.
From Here to Eternity. Prewitt, a former boxer, while serving duty in the Schofield Barracks, faces pressure from his captain to represent the team in a match. Amidst trying circumstances, he falls in love.
Rest of you men listen to me. I want every man to get his rifle, go to his bunk, and stay there. And I mean stay there. You'll get your ears shot off if you go outside. You want to be heroes, you get plenty of chances. There'll probably be Japs in your lap before night. Now get moving, we're wasting time.
Atonement. 13-year-old fledgling writer Bryony Tallis irrevocably changes the course of several lives when she accuses her older sister's lover of a crime he did not commit.
I'm sorry I'm late, I got lost.
Hello.
Hello.
The Deer Hunter. In the backdrop of the U.S.-Vietnam War, 3 friends who joined the army to fight in Vietnam are later captured by the enemy forces. They manage to escape, but are soon separated and imprisoned again.
Ricky, you remember the trees? Remember all the different ways of the trees? Remember that? You remember? Huh? The mountains? You remember all that?
One shot.
One shot. One shot.
Yeah.
All quiet on the Western Front. A young and naive soldier faces profound disillusionment when he ventures into the soul-destroying horror of World War I.
You asked me to tell them how much they're needed out there. He tells you, go out and die. Oh, but if you'll pardon me, it's easier to say go out and die than it is to do it. Coward! And it's easier to say it than to watch it happen.
Inglorious Bastards. A few Jewish soldiers are on an undercover mission to bring down the Nazi government and put an end to the war. Meanwhile, a woman wants to avenge the death of her family from a German officer.
Ooh, that's a bingo!
Is that the way you say it? That's a bingo.
You just say bingo.
Bingo! How fun!
Saving Private Ryan. During the Normandy invasion of World War II, Captain John Miller is assigned the task of searching for Private James Ryan, whose 3 brothers have already been killed in the war.
But if going to Ramel and finding him so he can go home, if that earns me the right to get back to my wife, well then that's my mission.